What does it all mean? It means that we are we are at a turning point in this human experience, unlike any turning point that we've been in before. And they're clarifying that because there's actually been a number of these turning points that we have been in. And they're using like scenarios like the dinosaur, that time when the dinosaurs were, and Atlantis, and civilizations that seem to just disappear, in our history books, right? In our retelling of the stories. And they're saying that the difference is that we have had enough momentum of awakening and enough momentum of connection to our inner knowing as a collective that we are not at that tipping point where civilization is going to become extinct because of this. We are actually, for the first time in history of this type of thing happening, positioned to allow this to be a propeller of a new age, a propeller of a new consciousness, of a new way of being that is deeply, deeply rooted in our spiritual knowing, whether we call it spiritual or not. And that the beautiful thing is that people are participating in this that aren't even of the belief systems around spirituality. In fact, it's funny because one of the biggest vibrating groups they're showing me is those that believe in none, right? Because it actually frees them up to be present with what is. And so God bless those atheists because they're a big part of this. Their energy of not being attached to any one belief actually is so hugely a huge salve, right? A huge part of this awakening. So that's really funny. I hadn't heard that before. But it makes sense, right? That that those of us, and I speak not of the people on this call as much as just in the general collective, who are so attached to one way of being, one way of thinking, one way of believing, they're gonna have the hardest road as we traverse these next months, years, decades of change. But the majority of the population is going to make the shift.